You're listening to the North Star Bible School podcast. North Star is a one-year Bible program dedicated to helping young men and women build their life's foundation on Jesus Christ. Well, welcome back to the North Star Bible School podcast. Today we have our professor for this week, Jeff Pernsteiner. I hope I pronounced that right.
You nailed it.
Sweet. Thanks for being here, Jeff. Could you take a little bit to tell us about who Jeff is?
Who Jeff is? Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm a husband. I've been married to Kim, love of my life, for 28 years now. We've had a wonderful life together. We got three kids together. Our daughter is 27, a 26-year-old son, and an 18-year-old son. And I live in Idaho. Pastor
the best state.
Absolutely, unquestionably. Alaska comes in a close second, but Idaho's clearly the best state in the whole wide world.
I agree.
And I pastor a church in Lewiston, Idaho, Clarkston, Washington.
Sweet. So how have you enjoyed teaching at North Star so far? Oh,
my word. I don't know. I knew coming into this, I knew this was going to be a great experience. I knew it was. I've been talking to Mark and Luke for a while, and just the concept of it is just really, really cool. It's been so much better than this place is incredible. I don't think I think people could understand in theory that this is a neat idea, what's happening here at North Star. But once you get up here and you eat a meal with the students, or you sit in on a conversation where they're talking about Christ or Scripture or ministry or whatever they're doing, or you're out on a woodpile work, like once you're there, all of a sudden you realize this is whatever I pictured, it's better here. It's been phenomenal.
So what class are you teaching this week, and could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, okay. I'm teaching the class that everybody thinks like nobody wants to teach it or go to it.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm teaching minor prophets, or not just minor prophets. I'm teaching the prophets here. And in fact, I don't think I was the first person that Mark and Luke asked to teach here, but I was among the first. And they gave us a list of course listings of what we could pick. Like, we're looking for teachers to teach and cover these subject matters. My first one I went to was like, can I have the prophets? It's my favorite section of the whole Bible. I just absolutely adore it, and I know it gets a bum rap because people God's just super angry in it, and it's talking about a lot of people and places and times that I have no concept of what they are, and I just look at them and was like, oh, then you've missed the beauty of the prophets. There's so much goodness in these, telling the story of God and what God is like and what he's done and what he will yet do and how he responds to when the world has gone very, very dark, and I think there's so much goodness in it. So, and now I'm forgetting the question you asked me, but yeah, I'm teaching prophets, and that's what I'm after. What's that about?
Basically, just can you tell us a bit about the class?
Oh, what we've been doing in the class. What we've been working through primarily is we've been working through the themes of the prophets. Some classes will teach more of the historical background of the prophets, which is a really valid way to go through the prophets. It's an important thing for us to understand the historical backdrop to what the books are about. But the prophets are the same, or roughly basically the same exact length as the New Testament, from Matthew to Revelation. That's what Isaiah to Malachi is. And to cover it in 5 days, I'm like, oh, how do we do this? And so I thought, well, let's just go through the themes. There's some pretty consistent themes, 3 of them that we grabbed onto that weave themselves through most of the prophets. I'd say about 80% of the prophets would cover, like, these 3 themes are present. And so that's what we've been working through, those 3 themes.
So how did you get connected with North Star, and what brings you up here to teach?
Yeah, so the Gunkles, actually, the church I planted in Clarkston, Washington, about, I would guess, a year or 2 after we got it going. The Gunkles lived in the same town as I did, and they started attending our church, and they were members of our church for a couple of years. I forget exactly how long they were there. They were there for a little while, and we absolutely loved them. I was in a small group. Me and my wife were in a small group with Mark and Tracy, and just a wonderful family. Mark was one of those guys that when we found out he was moving to Alaska to get going on his fish camp, we thought. I mean, I remember thinking to myself, yeah, of course he is. That's a wonderful thing. He's a great guy. He's going to do wonderful things at that fish camp. But I felt like he was a brother that I was just beginning to get to know, and I'm like, oh, come on, man, don't go yet.
Yeah.
Like I want you to stay, because I don't know. I've always felt pretty naturally connected to Mark. I really like the way he thinks. I love his heart, and anyway, so that was. I think he said it's been 14 years ago now that he wound up moving up to Alaska, and so when he was looking for speakers, he remembered me and our days together in Clarkston, and that's how I wound up here.
So, why college students, and why take the time out of your probably busy schedule to come up here and teach?
Oh, this is one of those questions. I don't know how long you want to go on this, because I've got 1,000 reasons why college.
Take as long as you want. Take as long as you want.
Oh man, I'll tell you this. I think, first of all, I love you guys' generation. Each generation. I know. Sometimes the older generation kind of looks at the younger generation. I guess you guys aren't millennials, but millennials took a lot of heat, and whatever your guys' generation is called. I'm not up on the current trend on that one.
I don't know either.
I don't either. But sometimes the older generation looks at the younger generation. They just think like they're all messed up, and I'm like, oh, then you guys haven't hung out with these guys yet. This generation is one of my. It's my favorite generation. It's better. I like it better than my generation. I love it. Like, there's just something about the mentality of this group. There's so much kindness that's present in them, and I really love that. And I think maybe I'll put it this way. I'm not somebody that believes the younger generation has potential. I'm somebody that believes the younger generation has something to offer right now. And you guys at, 18, 19, 20, 21, well, I guess, I forget this age span, but in that age range of what's at North Star.
Like students here?
Students here.
We've got 16 to 25. 16
to 25. Okay.
Something like that.
That is, like, you guys can do something that nobody else can do. An 18-year-old girl can do so. I'm a 48-year-old man. An 18-year-old girl can do something that I can't do. A 21-year-old guy can do things that I can't do. I think there's so much goodness that can happen right now, not someday. I mean, hopefully things are built in you so that for decades you guys are doing wonderful things for Christ. But I'm thinking, like, why would we wait decades? It's 2025. We got important things to do. Let's get going. Let's get moving now. And you guys bring something to the table that nobody else brings, and I love it. And I guess I could tell you how it kind of came to that, if that would be helpful here. But I may as well get into it here. So I run a ministry that where I take care of. We have kids and teens in hard places. They're coming out of addiction and abuse and poverty, homelessness, things of this nature, and all manner of difficult things. And what I was finding is that, first of all, I'm maxed out. I don't have any more hours in my day. I'm at my max at what I can do, and so I need more people to jump into the work with us. Mm-hmm. But as I was looking at it, it's like, what I really need people who are youthful. I need people who bring that youthful energy. I need people who bring that youthful perspective. I need people who, a 19-year-old can relate to a 14-year-old a lot faster, and a 14-year-old in our group can relate to a 21-year-old a lot faster than they can relate to me, and a lot easier and better. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the way it's supposed to work. And so I'm looking at all these ministries and all these kids that we're trying to just serve and bless in Jesus' name, and I'm thinking, like, who could we use? We could use college students. College, you get some Jesus-loving college-age guys, some Jesus-loving college-age girls, and we could change the world. And so I started a ministry up for that purpose, training up college students to do the kind of work I do. And right after I got that going, Mark called me up and said, "Hey, we're starting this Bible school up in Alaska to college students. Any chance you have a heart for college students?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, absolutely, yeah. I'll be there, man. And plus, it's fun, man. You guys are fun.
Oh yeah.
It's just we go for hikes and play spike ball and pickleball and volleyball, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, someone's throwing firecrackers and
right,
making s'mores,
random
things.
Random things, yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah. So I guess that leads into my next question. What's been the highlight so far? If you could name something.
Well, I can name several highlights. First of all, Alaska is amazing.
Right.
I came in with all kinds of Idaho snobbery because Idaho is the best, and it still is the best. If any Alaskans are listening, just know you're in the second best state. But I will not renounce Idaho. I promise I'll never renounce Idaho. I will stay true to her. But I had no idea Alaska was this beautiful, and just the setting of this camp. I mean, it's just, the lake is so gorgeous, and then the access to the mountains and the wilderness is here. It's really pretty impressive. But as impressive as Alaska is, that's not the best part of this for me. It's the students here. The students of this, I mean, you've been here, well, since the beginning, longer than I have. I just got introduced to them this week. What are there, something like 19 students or something right now, and every last one of them I just really enjoyed. And not just enjoyed, like, pleasant to hang out with over a meal, like really enjoyed in the sense that, like, I feel like a better person because I was in their company. The student body here is fantastic.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about, like, your background. Like, where'd you grow up? Did you go to school somewhere?
Yeah, my background. Well, I grew up in Clarkston, Washington, Lewiston, Idaho, right in there. I live as a border town.
Yeah. Did you say that already? Maybe
No, I haven't really gone over that there.
Oh, okay.
So, I grew up. I had, in my opinion, the greatest family life a person could have had. As a kid, I had the best childhood in history.
Yeah.
I was so blessed. I had just wonderful parents, a wonderful dad, wonderful mom. Still do. They're still my biggest supporters, and they just, I love the family I grew up in. I got in a church that poured into me, and they poured at age 12. I preached my first sermon when I was 12, and they started training me for ministry then, and so I've been training for ministry since I was 12. So 36 years now. I've had ministry on my mind here and all that. So
Wow.
yeah.
So, a little less serious now. What's been your favorite meal so far?
Oh, favorite meal. Well, okay, it was the first night here. It was. So I love it when I go someplace new, and the place is the stereotype of what you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
So the first day here, I show up Saturday, and it's Hick Day.
Oh, yeah, Hick Night.
Yeah, and I think there was a genius behind there, wasn't that idea? Wasn't that you?
I mean, I'm just taking things that I learned from previous school and apply it to now.
All right.
So I blame the folks over in Montana, but
okay.
Yeah, Hick Night. It was great.
Okay. Well, yeah, you brought Hick Night here, and so I show up and everybody's dressed like a bunch of Hicks, and then the meal that night, and this is like the most Alaskan thing ever. It was what did we have there? We had moose, caribou, salmon, and black-tailed deer.
Everyone kind of brought a little dish of their own. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. How do you get more Alaskan than that?
Yeah, I mean that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd never had caribou or moose before, and of course that's what I have the first day. I just assume in Alaska that's all people eat. They just eat moose and caribou.
Yeah. And then we blew up pumpkins.
And then you blew up pumpkins.
Yep.
And really blew up some pumpkins. I'm guessing those things launched like 60 yards, 70 yards.
Yeah, something like that. I think some pieces flew over our heads.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm surprised no one got hit with a piece.
Yeah, right. Well, we're doing our best.
It was fun.
That was my welcome to Alaska. Like, that was a greeting. That was my first day here. So.
Yeah. Good old Tannerite.
Yep.
Okay, so that was your favorite meal.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. So back home, what's your favorite pastime?
Oh, the mountains.
Mountains?
Yeah. I don't
hiking
care.
Or?
Mainly hiking. That's my favorite thing to do. Snowshoeing in the winter, but I don't care what it is. As long as I'm out in the mountains, I'm where I want to be. Cool. There. I just love them.
Well, you're in the right place in Idaho.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to Clarkston. Do you guys have many mountains?
Yeah, I'm 30 minutes from, I call it my mountain. It's nothing, it's not like an iconic mountain. It's, what is it? The highest is like 5,200 feet. But it's right on the edge of Hell's Canyon. It's the beginning of Hell's Canyon, deepest gorge in North America.
Okay.
And so I
just know, like, if I start to drive south, eventually things start getting more flat and, like, wheat fieldy.
Oh, I'm past
so,
that. Yeah, that's the Palouse. I'm just below the Palouse.
Okay, so you've still got mountains.
Yep, I got mountains. Yep,
Cool.
yep,
Sweet.
yep.
Do you ever ATV around or?
No, I don't ATV. I don't have one. I like the quiet. There, I can see where people have a great time on them. But for me,
Yeah.
I like to hike. I also love kayak. So
Do you hunt?
I don't think I'm allowed to admit this on the internet. I think they're going to revoke my Idaho citizenship if I say no to that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to say no.
Okay.
But I sure appreciate people who do.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. We'll end with some recommended resources, but besides that, that's about the end of my structured questions. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, tell the people at home, discuss?
I guess maybe I'd just say this, since this is a podcast from North Star Bible School, about North Star Bible School, or related to it at least. The word that I would just use to describe this place is two words. It is special and it is rare. I have been a student and participant in ministry for my whole life, and I've never seen a place quite like this.
Yeah,
it's rare. It's really rare, and it's and rare in like a really fantastic way, special way.
That's cool.
So
we can move into our recommended resources.
Go for that.
So, thinking back to either like maybe school or early years in ministry, what is a book that has really helped you? And you can't just say the Bible. I mean, I had my last guy said that.
Oh, is that right? It's a fine book.
I know.
I do recommend it.
Yeah, I would too. But we're looking for, other books as well.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give you an answer, and people are going to like, really? That's what you recommend? It is the most theologically profound book I've ever read.
Yeah.
The Jesus Storybook Bible. Have you read it?
I think I have. Yeah.
The way I know
one of my siblings has it somewhere.
Yeah, people look at this like, really? You're recommending a children's storybook as the most theologically profound? And but who was it? I forget who said it. I think it's been attributed to like 400 people now, so who knows who actually said it. But the until you can explain a subject matter to a child, you don't fully understand it. And the author of the Jesus Storybook Bible understood the gospel in the most profound way that I've ever seen and ever read. And I discovered it because I just read it to my kid, because you know you read books to your children. So I'm like, oh, here's a children's book. I'll just start reading it to him. And then I started reading it. It's like, oh my word, like this is really good. Look at the way the gospel is woven into everything. Look at the good news that's present in all these stories. Mm-hmm. And it completely shifted the way that I thought of the salvation God provides and what the cross actually meant and means. And I now want every single person in my church, especially if they're going into leadership, I want them to read the Jesus Storybook Bible, because I think it's that good there. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, in addition to that, is there a book in the last year or so that's been really helpful to you or you've really enjoyed?
Can I give you one that I'm in the middle of right now that's
Sure.
really rocking my world? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I give you the author. I'm trying to remember the title. Once I read things on Kindle, so once I get past the cover, I never see the cover again, so I always forget titles of books.
Yeah.
But it's a book by Dallas Willard. Have you read Dallas Willard?
I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's my first introduction to him. I'd heard of him for years, but I've never really read him. And my wife read his book, and she's like, Jeff, you got to read this. And, it's called Renovation of the Heart. Renovation of the Heart by Dallas Willard. And it's just kind of walking through spiritual formation and how God designed our minds, our hearts, our spirit in a really brilliant and specific way. And he's set things up so that we're actually able to grow. And anyway, it's just, that book's really, it's really challenging my paradigms. It's good.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks for coming on.
All right. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. Any closing remarks?
No. Just say North Star's awesome.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Fantastic. And Idaho's the best. Those are the two things.
That's true. Hopefully we don't make the Alaska people too angry, but I'm also from Idaho, so we're just biased here. So
yeah, but just because we're biased doesn't mean we're not right.
That's true.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, well, for all of you out there, you want to stay tuned as we have more podcast episodes coming. And if you or anyone you know is interested in Bible education and discipleship in the beautiful mountains of Alaska, you can find more info at nsbs.life. That's nsbs.life.